because I'm really intrigued about the fact you played, and then how did your sporting experience get you involved in that?
He was messed up mentally because he was a goalie.
I thought that, but
I played, I mean, the sport that I went furthest in, I think, was football. I mean, I played football through high school. I was very good. I was all city in high school, and I played for McGill, and we won the national championship. So I played football right through junior high, high school, and right through university. I played volleyball. I played, fast pitch softball. I mean, I loved sports, and I wasn't a very good goalie. Um, and just an aside, I mean, I can go on for a while. I was with Medicine Hat for 9 years when Willie Desjardins was coaching, and one time I'm left-handed, and our number one goalie was left-handed, and our backup couldn't make practice, and I said to Willie, "I'll play." So the goalie, our number one guy, had an extra set of gloves, so I went out there. And I'll tell you, these guys, first of all, they had said to me, "Hey, Dr. Miller, that's Ken Dryden's style. Hey, that's stand-up style." I said, "Yeah, if I go down, man, I can't get up." But they were very kind. They didn't shoot at my head at all. It's totally different than when I played. I mean, people couldn't shoot. This was, pre-Stan Mikita, no curved sticks. So it's a whole other game now. The goalies weren't as mobile. The equipment, I couldn't believe the equipment I put on. Holy mackerel. It was like armor, this light armor. I had nothing. I played without a mask. I did at the end. I played with a mask, but nothing on my arms. But anyway, I loved sports. And that's, I had done some things like martial arts. I had done some things like yoga. And when I first got into sports psychology, it was way back in the 80s. I almost don't know. I almost don't know how it kind of just evolved. It was two passions. I mean, I studied psychology in college and enjoyed it very much, and I loved sports. And I remember my mother telling me to, get into something more serious, but I just love it, and I still love doing what I'm doing. I mean, if you have a passion for something and you're not doing it for the extrinsic reward, you're doing it because you really enjoy it. And I enjoy people. And that's another thing. It's a big, it's fascinating to see what people are trying to accomplish and helping them to do that. And it was just all of these things going together. I mean, it wasn't a decision, I think this is a path I'm going to work on. It was just bringing together several things that I really enjoyed. Sport, working with people, psychology, and it just happened. And then I think one of the key things for me, and it's probably the same in any field, is being willing to do it for nothing. I mean, I remember working at Mississippi State. I taught there for a few years. And I remember the tennis coach coming to see me. He'd been in the American military, and they were doing some mind control stuff. And so when he was coaching tennis, he came to me about the psychology department. And he said, "I want somebody to work with my team." And we started working with his guys. And we had some great results. And then I went to the baseball team at Mississippi State, and we had some really great results. One kid tied an NCAA record, most home runs. And then I moved back to Vancouver. My wife didn't like Mississippi, and I approached the baseball team there, AAA team. We had some great results in NCAA baseball. And they explained to me that the Vancouver team owned the bats and the balls, but they didn't own the players. At that time, they were owned by the Milwaukee Brewers. So when I had to wait for the Brewer management to come down to Vancouver before there was some arrangement made to work with the team. And I remember when they came down, there had been a strike, a player strike in Major League Baseball. And I expressed my interest in working with the team, and the assistant general manager said, well, I can give you several guys to work with. And he said, but you don't expect to be paid, do you? And I said, well, and he said, if I go to Bud Selig, who was the GM of the Brewers at the time, and I ask for money for a psychologist to work with my minor league players, he's going to tell me to go see a psychologist. So I said, you know what? Give me the guys to work with. And it's always been that way. And you know, if you do it because you love it and you're good at it and you put the time and energy in, you get good results, and one thing leads to another. Heck, you know, it just keeps rolling. And I mean, shoot, I was talking to a guy yesterday. This is completely off the subject. I'm talking to this guy, Bill Walker, here in the desert. Bill Walker is 90 years old, and he's getting ready to break the world record for pole vaulting for 90-year-olds. This guy plays golf. He plays golf 5 days a week. He's been playing golf, he told me yesterday, for 80 years. He plays and he shoots his age. So he's 90 years old, and he's playing golf, he's shooting 90. He came from skiing in Idaho. I mean, this guy is amazing. And two things about him. He said, when you do what really your passion, I mean, he's so excited to break this record, you get energy. And the other thing, and I think I mentioned this at a previous meeting because it's brilliant, he's the guy who said to me, and I wrote about it in my book, Why Teams Win, because he coached high school wrestling for many, many years. He said, when the athletes understand that the coach is more interested in their success than in his or her success, they will do anything for the team.
Bingo.
We were just talking, I think that is such a valuable lesson. We were just talking about, you know, coaches I work with, I mean, athletes that I have coming to me who are working with coaches who, I mean, just don't treat people well. I mean, treat them terribly. I had 2 clients this week, who were just abused by coaches. And one is an Olympian, an Olympic figure skater. And she flew down from Europe to work with this coach a Russian coach in LA. I can't believe what the guy said to her. I said, you don't need that. Stay away from that. You want things to grow your passion, not things to put you down. But when the athletes realize the coach will do anything to support their success, they will do anything for the team and for the coach.